Packard Automobile Company was started by James and William Packard in 1899, and interesting enough, James Packard was a good friend of Winton, and at the time, in the late 1800s, was telling him of ways that he could improve his carriages, and Winton told him you should just go out and build your own car. So that's what James and William ended up doing. They started off the Packard Automobile Company, and they always wanted to be in the luxury end of the market. They weren't trying to chase after Henry Ford, the Model T, or Cadillac or any of those. They wanted to be elite status, building cars for some of the highest end clients that were getting into vehicles at the time. By the late 1920s, Raymond Dietrich was now involved with Packard, and he was designing and building their production bodies for the various different models they had. And in 1932, they came out with an individual custom Dietrich, which was very rare, limited production. They built them in a few different body styles. These custom individual Dietrichs were built for some of the wealthiest customers around the country. In 1932, when they came out, the first handful of cars were actually on 8-cylinder chassis because the 12-cylinder hadn't been designed yet. It came out in about mid-1932, and Packard was one of the first companies that came out with a 12-cylinder engine at the time. In 1933, they built the car that we currently have for sale in Monterey, which is one of the most sought after, being a 2-door, 4-passenger convertible. It was called a Victoria Convertible Coupe. They only built one of these cars in 1933. And the interesting part about this car is that there was only 2 owners for the car for almost 70 years until the current owner purchased it just a handful of years ago.